Hey, I love that song. This is Jim. I was asked by a dear friend of mine by the name of Lori Sosa with Southern Barter Club, located and based out of Atlanta, to talk to you briefly about global networking. If you've never heard of barter, come closer and listen very carefully. If I could show you a way to save at least 20 to 35% in your outgoing cash expense, would you want to listen further? I think so. So, please join me. Let me talk to you about barter. Surprisingly enough, a lot of people do not know what barter means. Well, barter had been based a long time ago, back before the fur traders did. Back in the fur trading days, they used to come down to the villages with the furs, and then they would exchange their furs for food and other products that they would need for their families. Okay? Well, I first got introduced to bartering back in the day, back in the 80s. I'm showing my age a little bit. When I bought my first limousine business company, and my company owner that turned the reins over to me said, Jim, whenever your limousine is sitting idle during the weekdays when people aren't paying for cash, this is the best time to barter. Now, back then, they didn't have any of these barter clubs, which, stick with me, folks. I'm going to talk to you about the barter club in a minute. Now, so what that means is I would trade my limousine service, the value of, so let's say 6 hours was valued at $300 an hour, or $300 for 6 hours, okay? I would go to a tuxedo place, and I would tell them, hey, I have a limousine company. Would you be willing to move some of your inventory that you're not selling for cash to me at retail prices in exchange for limousine service? And when they say yes, awesome, we put together an agreement, and basically they would have a running tab where anytime they wanted to take advantage of the limousine to promote their business, they would call me up, I'd book the gig, and then it would be paid in trade. Okay, simple as that. Then I took it a next step. I went to a florist, did the same thing, a restaurant, hot air balloon company, hotel. Okay, I got all these things done on trade in exchange for my limousine services, which I paid for in trade as well. Now, what I did, I got real creative. I took all these services and I packaged them up and I sold them for cash at a huge discount. Blew away my competition. It was awesome. Okay? Now, the cool thing about this is that you're actually generating business that you would have never had otherwise. Okay? And a trade dollar, think of it this way. A trade dollar is like, well, it's an exchange rate. So in Canada, you use Canadian money. You know, when you're in Canada, you can purchase anything you want with your Canadian money, correct? Okay. Same thing with trade dollars. Once you earn trade dollars through providing your product and service, you earn these dollars and you bank them. Now, you can take those trade dollars and put them to work for you by purchasing products and services through the network. Now, the network is 50,000 plus strong globally, my friend. If you want to take a trip out of the country, you can do that on trade. Okay? Let's say you are a business owner and you want to do some marketing. Now, this is where you save your cash expense. A lot of people come to me and say, well, Jim, can you get my mortgage paid on trade? Or can you get gas on trade? Or can you get my truck payment done on trade? Sometimes. I've actually had a property I did on trade. The rent was paid on trade 100%. We also had a gas company at one time through our trade network that would supply truck drivers with gas. So yes, not always, but yes, anything is possible through trade. Now, what I emphasize is, maybe I can't give you those things, but here's what I can give you. I can free up your cash flow by 20 to 35% by providing you products and or services through our trade network that you normally dish out the cash for. Yeah? So instead of paying your medical expenses out of pocket, maybe your dental, your optical, maybe you have to go see a chiropractor for your back or a massage therapist. Those are a number of things. I've even had members that have access to getting a breast implants, for crying out loud. So it's endless. It's endless. Now, keep an open mind to this. This is bigger than you can imagine. Let's say you're a business owner, which I'm guessing a lot of you are if you're listening to this, and you have employees, and you're trying to keep these employees, and they're looking to go elsewhere. You may be losing employees because other companies are hiring them and paying them higher wages. What if you were able to keep your wages down but offer other incentives? Jim, I could do that. Yes, Bob, I'm glad you asked me that question. Yes, you can, and let me tell you how. You build up trade credits. So what you do, you say, okay, Mr. Employee, Steve, I'd like to keep you around, but I can only pay you $8 an hour. But I have some incentives. I can offer you medical expenses. I can take care of your optical. I can take care of your chiropractic needs. And I can take care of your dental. Okay? That's huge. People will stay for that because they don't want to pay out of pocket for it. And then you can also offer incentives that way. There's other incentives to help your employees out. You can give them bonus incentives, and you can use it through the trade network. Maybe the best sales employee gets a trip to Cancun, Mexico, and you can hook them up right through your trade network and use your trade dollars that you already earned. Now, here's another cool thing. Being that you're a member of the Barter Club, southernbarterclub.com, you'll have a website down below. You can check out, and there's the tutorial, and it'll explain to you how everything works. But don't sign up there, folks. You want to call me, and I will give you a special code with a special website to go to sign up. And normally the fees are $2.99, one-time fee. There's a administration fee of $20 a month that pays for our administrators, and $20 a month in trade dollars. Okay? We are currently waiving those fees if you mention this video when you call me. My number will be down below here as well. So stay tuned. Now, where was I? Okay, so you have a business and you're promoting promoting your business, and you're also giving incentives to your employees so you get to keep them around. And here's another thing. Obviously, advertising. Maybe you want to do billboard advertising, radio, TV. You can do all that on trade. Now, the cool thing about it is you're taking your trade dollars and putting them to work for you. In exchange, you're blasting out this advertising in the masses. And what that does is generate you cash customers. Again, more business that you would have never had otherwise. It's huge, folks. Now let me take another angle on this. Let's say you're not a business owner, but you have some things that you'd like to sell, sitting around your house, and maybe you're a hobbyist. Maybe you collect things, or maybe you make things and you sell them on the side of garage sales or what have you, maybe on eBay, and just things aren't moving as much as you like or as for top dollar as you like. Well, you can plug into our network and be exposed to 50,000 members. We advertise your business for free. That's all part of the membership, my friend. So that's the beautiful thing about it. So we can blast you on our Barter store. All 50,000 plus members have access to your products and services. It doesn't even have to be related to your product or service. Maybe you have a lawnmower that you want to sell. Maybe a car that's sitting in the driveway. It runs, and you're just stuck on that $1,500 price tag, but cash customers like to lowball you because they want to feel like they got a great deal. Here's the beautiful thing about Barter. You can actually get your full asking price on trade. Move that product, okay? And then you can take that barter dollar and put it to work for you to buy something else. Maybe you want to buy a boat. Maybe you want to buy something extra. I don't know. Maybe you want to get tickets to go to the game, playoff games, football, any sports arena, concerts. We got it, okay? So that's a really awesome thing. Now, we are blasting Michigan. We are already global, and we already have 200 to 300 plus members already that we have access to locally here in Genesee County and all of Michigan. So we are already present, but we're growing fast. And Lori Sosa asked me if I wanted to launch this thing in Michigan, and I told her absolutely. I've been doing barter for 25 plus years. It's been a great asset to me and my businesses along the years, and it's just awesome. I mean, anything that you can imagine, folks, anything at all you can imagine. I've gotten grass-fed beef on trade, okay, 100% trade. It's awesome. If you want electrical done or plumbing or contract work, maybe you want a landscaper to come in. You didn't have the cash. I mean, it just keeps going on and on. It's just endless of what you can do with barter. Now, here's another cool thing, and I'll leave you with this final thought. Let's say you owe somebody some money, okay? You have a debt that you have to pay, and you don't have the cash, but you have a barter account with Southern Barter Club, and you have a credit established because you've earned money through the network. And let's say you owe, I don't know, maybe you owe somebody, I don't care who it is, let's say you owe them a couple $1,000 and you don't have the cash. And Guido's coming over next week and he's going to bust your kneecaps, okay, if you don't pay the $2,000. Here's what you can do. You can utilize your resources through the barter network with your credit line, and you can offer to settle. Say, hey, Guido, I don't want you coming over and busting my kneecaps, but here's what I can do. I have a network of 50,000 plus members that have products and or services globally throughout the world that I can turn you on to. What is it that you need or want for you and your family? Let's make this happen. Let's make this problem go away. And you can do that, okay? And I won't bore you with the details of what Guido might want. That's between you and him, okay? So, but I leave you with this. I appreciate your time that you spent with me. Tune in. We're gonna. Oh, by the way, be sure to go to Facebook, and you can find us on Facebook at SBC Barter Michigan, and you can request to be a member of that closed group, and that will also give you access to all of the people that are in our network right now. Well, not all of them, just a few. And then, but you can also start posting stuff immediately that you want to sell or of interest, something that you're interested in finding. I have a restaurant owner right now that's a dear friend and family member of mine. She's looking to have a new driveway poured in her parking lot of a restaurant. So I'm going to work for her on that, and I have a couple good leads already. So I'm excited about that for her. So anything that you can think of that you need or want, and you have something to offer in exchange for it, directly or indirectly, we can make it happen for you. Okay? Thanks a lot, and make it a great day, folks. Check out the site below.